What's going on, my friends and fellow hopheads? My name is Andrew.
I'm Megan.
And we're here with another review here for you on DrewskisBrewskis. As you notice, we're all fancy now. We got a nice little microphone here. Figured it would be good for the videos for sound quality purposes. But enough about that. That's not what you're here for. You're here for the beer. Got a nice little shiny can right here. This one is called Lacto-Kooler. And for those of you may notice one or two references with this, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. Alrighty guys, so once again, welcome to the next episode here of DrewskisBrewskis. Like I said, today we're going to be reviewing Lacto-Kooler. This is from Voodoo Brewing Company in Meadville, Pennsylvania. Let's get some little information off the can. Of course, as always, I'll give you a close-up of the artwork and all that good stuff, so don't you worry about that. But this is a flavored Berliner-style Weiss Ale. That's about all we get on the flavor so far. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume, so not too crazy, not too bad. Now, I know in the intro I talked about some of the references that were along with this. So number one, I'll show you a close-up of the can right now, but this is very clearly supposed to be Slimer from Ghostbusters, so I'll give you that. But even further beyond that, a long time ago, let's say probably early 2000s, maybe 90s, there was a high C flavor, I think. It was called Ecto-Cooler.
Yeah.
And I'll put a little picture of it on the screen here as well. But basically, that was also based on Slimer from Ghostbusters, which this takes both of those references and amplifies.
Mixes it up into an adult juice.
Mixes it up into an adult beverage. So, let's get on to open it up, pouring it out, smelling it, and all that fun stuff. We'll see if it lives up. I don't know if I've ever actually had Ecto-Cooler.
I don't think I have either.
I've heard a lot about it. I've heard it was one of the most adored high C flavors by many people. We'll see if it lives up to the hype in beer form. So let's find out. Alrighty, the time has come. The time that you have been waiting for.
We'll get a hold close to get a satisfying crack.
What are we doing? Beer review ASMR?
Yes. Beautiful.
Better sound good. It will. Don't you worry. I wouldn't steer you guys wrong with the quality of my products. All right, so pour it out a little bit. Ooh, look at that. It's like a green. It's like kind of green.
It's like a thing you see in like a witch's brew. I didn't know it's kind of turning yellow now.
I'm getting a smell, and it doesn't smell like I expected, but maybe it's very ale forward.
Yes.
But before smell,
You know what? I'm actually
color-wise, real quick, it is pretty standard haziness for like a sour ale, but it has a green tinge to it. And again, of course, you'll get a close-up of what it looks like. But that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a beer that quite looks like that. Color-wise, I've seen blue, I've seen red, I've seen purple, never green. So that's kind of nice. It's like Shrek green, swamp green.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Swamp green.
All right. So smell-wise, what do we got for smell?
Honestly, to me, it kind of smells like generic, like Fruit Loops or Fruit Pebbles. Like it has that cereal smell of the wheat, but then it's
Yeah.
also got like a little fruit.
Yeah, I know what you mean about the wheat. There's something I'm thinking of that I can't put my finger on. It kind of smells like a hint of like Mountain Dew
Similar to
or generic citrus flavor or smell. I don't know. There's not really a lot of smell to it.
It kind of smells like the marshmallows are like Lucky Charms.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's not a lot of smell to it.
You mostly get the wheat, but there's a little bit of like a fruity after smell.
Yeah. All right. Well, not a lot of smell to write home about, but let's find out what it tastes like. Okay, it tastes a lot better than it smells.
It does.
Now, again, never had Ecto-Cooler,
No.
so I have no point of reference as far as that goes.
Probably should have put that.
They don't sell it. But taste-wise, man, that's really good.
It is. Honestly, it doesn't taste like liquor or anything. It basically just tastes like a sour soda.
Now, I did a little bit of research into these because this is not the only Lacto-Cooler they have. This is just the green version. There's like red, orange, I think a bunch of other ones. I'm guessing since it's green, it's supposed to be like green apple or like lemon lime. I don't know.
That makes sense.
I'll look it up and I'll put the actual flavor profile on the video right now. To me, it is kind of a citrusy. So I would say more along the lines of maybe a lemon lime. Yeah, it's lemon lime.
Yeah, it's more of a
Maybe a hint of apple, but not a lot. Definitely, I think it's more supposed to be lemon lime.
This is what I feel like. You don't really watch TikTok, so you wouldn't really know.
No.
There's a whole thing going around where like you buy a pop and you pour it into a cup, and then you pour in like the powdered sugar from like either like a push pop or like a big bottle pop. I feel like that's what that tastes like a very sour pop.
Okay.
So it's not an uncomfortably sour. It gives you that good like
like maybe a little bit
sour.
maybe a little bit too much sugar. Kind of
Kinda.
sour. I was gonna say another thing that a little bit of a throwback, not a lot. This is from a couple of years ago. I think the Coca-Cola used to make their own energy drink. It was called Vault. To me, that's what.
I never tried it.
It wasn't really an energy drink. It was in a pop bottle, but they marketed it as a high-performance soda energy drink. Vault. For any of you who ever had it, kind of reminds me of that. A little bit. Or like a generic Mountain Dew. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying that's kind of what that realm of flavor is kind of what I'm getting.
Now it may be the 13 point in my system, but I gotta say this has gotta be one of my favorites so far.
Well, I mean, I can see why it's not overly hoppy or overly sour, because you've already said you don't like super sour stuff. So, it's got that nice hint of sour, but it's not like lip pucker, hard to drink sour.
I normally would love this.
But yeah, honestly, I will say this is probably one of my favorites that I've had last couple reviews wise. Now before I go to the segment of giving our final verdict, out of 10, do you think you have something? Don't say what it is yet, but do you think you have a rating in mind? All right. Well, without further ado, let's get on to the rating portion of it. Alrighty guys, the time has come that we must give our ratings for Lacto-Kooler, the green version from Voodoo Brewing. Since you're the guest here, I'll let you go first. What do you give this out of 10?
10? I'd probably give it around an 8.5.
Okay. What do you think it's missing or needs, or what would push it to the 10 or even higher than an 8.5?
Surprisingly, I would like it a little more sour to give it that punch. But I'd also say work on the smell. The smell's a little like, it's not going to be very good. And it kind of puts you off from when it's like, oh, this actually tastes really good.
Okay. I mean, I definitely kind of understand what you mean by that. The smell is a little, but I think maybe that's just kind of because it's a Berliner Weiss, a lot of wheat. Well, I mean, once you expect the smell, it's not nearly as bad. It's just not the smell. The smell basically has nothing to do with the taste.
Yeah, I know, but like when we go to like a brewery or something, and if I smell this, like if this was your glass and I smelled it, I'd be like, oh no, that's gonna taste a bunch like wheat. I don't want to try it. But
okay.
it doesn't follow the taste. Like you don't taste any wheat.
All right, I think my final rating would probably be, I'm gonna go to a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying about the smell being a little off-putting, especially to people who don't drink a lot of craft beer in general. But I think the flavor of it just basically puts the smell in the ground. Like, I don't care about the smell anymore.
Very true.
Like, the flavor is so well-rounded. I mean, could it be a little more sour? Maybe. But I think, honestly, the level of sour that they have going is good.
I honestly very much do like the idea they went with of, like, you know, Ghostbusters, ooze. It's very well played off.
Well, and yeah, obviously the reason they called it Lacto-Kooler instead of Ecto is because,
Is lactose?
well, that, probably, but Ecto-Cooler, I'm pretty sure it's trademarked.
Probably,
from
yeah,
IC.
you know, copyright issues.
So, but yeah, honestly, 8.5, 9.5 out of 10, pretty damn good. If you ever have the chance to get yourself some of these, you're a fan of fruity sours, don't expect it to be overly blow your socks off sour, but a nice pleasant drinker. Could see myself maybe sitting on the patio in the springtime, drinking a couple of these.
I can see myself having a second glass.
And that, for her, is big. She says she wants a second glass of a craft beer. It's got to be good. So let that be a lesson to you. Go buy this if you get the chance. But with that brings this review to a close. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully the sound quality is much better. You can actually hear everything that everybody's saying.
Hopefully you don't hear too much of Sleeping Beauty back there.
Yeah, but if you do,
Roast him in the comments.
Yeah, roast him in the comments. But with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, anything that you'd like me to do challenge-wise. Still want to do a Das Boot soon, which kind of work up the courage to do that.
It's been what, like a month and a half since you bought it?
Yeah, but hey, I've made no promises to anybody yet.
True.
Although I kind of just did because now I've told you that I have a Das Boot.
Yep.
So maybe that'll be coming soon. But other than that, anything else you want me to do, be sure to let me know. Let me know what you're drinking on tonight. And with that being said, cheers. We'll see you in the next video.